What is happening, team? I think we're live on all three. Facebook still seems to be showing its little loading thing, but I think live on Instagram. What's happening, people? We are live, yes, now on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. What is happening? I hope we're all good. Hello to everyone or anyone that's just joining us. I hope you've all had a great day. Someone leave me an emoji in the comments just to let me know that you can hear me, you can see me all right. Yo, what's happening, people on Instagram? Thanks for jumping on. We're going to give it a couple of minutes, as we always do, before we get into it. So this is going to be, well, pretty fucking simple. Pretty fucking simple. Managing your blood glucose levels across Christmas. And I'm going to dive into it more when we hit record and we get started on this episode. So we'll give it another minute. A few people asking for Steve. So I've just got done with my client weekly workshop. Steve was a little guest on there. He was sat here like in my arms very, very quietly. But I've then gone and put him in his crate now. Took him out for a week, and I've gonna put him in his crate. But I will bring him on. I will bring him on the next live that I do. I promise you guys, I'll bring Steve on the next one, so you can all have a quick butchers at him. He's not used to being in this office, so he was just kind of sat there looking around, being like, "This is a new fucking room, mate. What's going on here?" So, but he's pretty well behaved, so we can't complain. Right, shall we? We're just going to test out, make sure that when we hit record, we are rolling. And I think we are. Yes, sweet. Right, cool. Okey-doke. 3, 2, 1. Yes, gang, what is happening? Welcome back to another episode of the Tap One Movement podcast. Should have labeled this like Christmas fucking special. Come on, like Mr. Bean has a Christmas special, all these good TV programs. Why can't a great podcast like mine? Yeah, I'm bigging myself up, but come on, it's helping hundreds and hundreds of people across the world. Why can't I have a Christmas special? So let's label this Christmas special. Me and you, Christmas special, because it will be the last one I do before Christmas. So obviously, it's going to be about managing your blood glucose levels, managing your diabetes, not just on Christmas Day, but across the Christmas festive period. So if you're like me, eating and drinking doesn't really stop after Christmas Day. It's a prolonged period, right? So, but before we get into it, please, as always, leave me a rating and a review on the podcast app, as it really does help me reach more type 1 diabetics and positively impact our community. Also, screenshot, share it on your Instagram stories and tag the shit out of me on there, _Tom, so I can reach out and say thank you very much. So, guys, digressing a little bit here, but I've just got done with my client weekly workshop that we do every Wednesday. Absolutely love those guys. They're absolutely killing it. So thanks, team. Appreciate you all. And Steve, my little puppy I spoke about in the last podcast, I decided to let him join in. So he's not really used to being in this office. Just telling the guys on the live then, because someone asked for him. He's not really used to being in this office. So he just kind of sat here looking around like, this room's new, mate. What's this big fucking fluffy thing? The microphone in front of me. But he was absolutely fine. He's good as gold. But he's one of them, if they've got a dog, like when they're out in public or if people see him, like, oh my God, he's so cute, he's so good. But then when they're relaxed, like when Steve's relaxed, when he's in the house, in a room he's chilled in, that's it. Fucking all hell breaks loose and he's all over the place and he just needs constant attention. But I'm loving every minute of it. And I'm learning so much from having him and looking after him, as he probably is learning from me, because he's still a baby at the end of the day, right? And I might actually do a podcast about how I've been training him and how that can tie into managing diabetes at some point, probably next year now. But right, team, let's get into this. Managing your blood glucose levels over Christmas. I've had 14 Christmases, about 14 years I've been type 1 now. I've had 14 Christmases. I know there's some guys out there who've probably had 40 or 50 Christmases with managing their glucose levels. And you know what? I've said this to every single one of my clients, and I'm going to say it before I get into any practical shit, yeah? I'm going to say it to you guys viewing, and you guys listening to the podcast. Look, Christmas might be a day, or a couple of days, or a week for you. Fucking enjoy it. Enjoy it. These are the exact words that I've said to all my clients. So I new guys starting the program, I said the same thing to them when they signed up. I said, look, what I don't want for my clients and for myself and for you as well is you to be, let's say you've been focusing on your diabetes, you've had good control and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's really important to you over the year. And then Christmas comes and you've still got that laser focus on managing your bloods. And then Christmas ends and you look back and you're like, I fucking did not enjoy Christmas one bit because I was that focused on diabetes. In my mind was diabetes, blood glucose levels. What if you eat this? Is what's going to happen? How many carbs are in this? What about this alcohol drink? Yada, yada, yada. And you really don't enjoy it because your mind, your mental capacity is taken over with managing your diabetes. Look, let's be honest. Our mental capacity is taking over pretty much every other day of the year with managing our diabetes. So this is me saying to you, allowing you over Christmas to have a fucking break mentally and go through Christmas and just do whatever you think you need to do and enjoy it. Enjoy it. I want you guys coming out into the first week in January being like, Christmas was great. Spent time with family and friends. I ate, I drank, had a fucking absolute ball. Yeah, I had a few highs or a few lows. So fucking what? Not unless it's dangerous. And yeah, if it's a dangerous high, sort that shit out. It's dangerous low. Yeah, I'm not advocating that. But a few spikes, a few drops, we're sorting out. So what? But I come out. I'm in the first year in January. I'm fucking ready to get cracking now. And I feel like de-stressed. I really enjoy Christmas. I don't want you to come on the other end into New Year 2022 and be like, fucking hell, Christmas was shit because I was that worried about going high or that worried about going low. Just my mind was just diabetes. I didn't really enjoy it. I wasn't fully present with my family and my friends because my diabetes was on my mind all the time. We don't want that. That's not what we want. So I will start and open with that because I have said that over the last few weeks to my clients when they've been asking me how to manage levels around Christmas. Been like, first things first, fucking enjoy it. So what, you get a few highs, a few lows. When we get back out on the other end, we can deal with that. We can sort that out then, unless it's like I say, dangerously high or dangerously low, right? So I want to get that out the way first. But now I want to give you a few tips. But you do not, excuse me, you do not make these tips your sole focus of your Christmas because fucking Tom said, this is what he does. This is what his clients does. I'm going to manage my bloods really well. So I've got to implement these tips. And if I don't implement these tips, I've failed and Christmas has been a failure. No. I'm just coming on giving you some practical advice, some tips that you can use. Let's look at the first thing about Christmas. If you're anything like me, I fucking love food and I eat a lot. And that food is high carb and it's high fat. We know what happens when we eat high carb and high fat. We get a delayed spike. We get a delayed response in our blood glucose levels. So what I personally do, and that I've advised some of my clients to do, excuse me, is be ready and be aware to probably have to increase basal insulin. Yeah, because we're eating more than we normally do. We're drinking a bit more, than we normally do. We're probably having a few more late at night, so our body's under a little bit of stress from maybe a bit less sleep, unless you're, snoozing on the sofa like I sometimes do. But you're probably going to eat more if anything like me. If not, and you just go through a normal routine, cool. If that's what brings you happiness, cool. But if you are going to be eating more, it's probably going to be cheese, crackers, carbs, fats, chocolates, carbs and fats. Big Christmas roast, Christmas dinner, carbs, fats, and protein. Do you know what I mean? You get it like trifle. I love trifle, like carbs, fats. Like they're the sort of foods that come out on Christmas, and they're the sort of foods that are going to cause a delayed spike. So a couple of things that I do. One, increase my basal rate by how much. You'd have to figure that out. If you've been running tests like my clients, like I've done in the past, you'll have a good solid foundation of your basal rate, and you'll know how much you need to tweak for the extra food that you've got coming in. The other thing is we need to look at is obviously split bolusing. What I do, I'm not advocating saying go and do this, is one, I'll increase my basal rate, and two, especially Christmas dinner or big meals, I'm using my extended bolus. I've probably got an extended bolus on pretty much 8 hours of Christmas Day because I'm just sat there like eating and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's the first thing in terms of the diabetes management side of it. That I personally do, that I get my clients to do, probably be expected to have to increase your bolus, your background insulin, your basal, your background insulin, and probably have to put a split if you're on pens or an extended bolus if you're on a pump, if you're eating large amounts of food. And the way that I look at it is if I put a little bit too much in, excuse me, and I'm dropping low, I know chocolate and sweets chocolate isn't the best hypo treatments, but you know what? I'm dropping low. It's Christmas Day. Get me the fucking quality street, mate, because I'm dropping low. So I'm going to have a few more. I'm going to have a bit more cake. Do you know what I mean? Because like I said, I want to enjoy my Christmas and I love food. The next thing, it's only really these two tips are the main ones that I've given my clients that I'm giving to you. The next thing is walking, still staying active. And this is, I don't mean you don't have to, like, I have gone to the gym on Christmas morning in the past, put my hands up. Some of my clients laugh when I said that. I've done that. I won't be doing that this year because I now don't live near a 24/7 gym. Yeah, so the gyms are going to be shut. The owners have got lives. They're going to be shut. So I won't be doing that. But I probably will go out on a walk. And the same for you. And this is a nice thing and tradition, really, that a lot of families do like doing. They like doing a Christmas Day walk. They like staying active over Christmas, walking around, going on walks with family and friends. And this is really nice because it gets you socializing with them. But also, we know the importance of walking on our blood glucose levels, right? And insulin sensitivity. It's going to be great, right? It's going to be great. So they are really the two practical tips. One that I'm doing, increasing my basal rate, and probably putting an extended bolus in some of the meals because I'm eating quite a lot. And the second one, just getting some walks in, trying to stay active as I possibly can. I'm having mum and dad over. I'm cooking for them Christmas Day. Obviously got a new puppy. I'm probably going to be, like I'm now off my feet with chasing him around and stuff. So that's probably going to keep me active. But let's say walking isn't your thing, right? Let's say you're so fucking active and it just comes to Christmas and you're like, you know what? All I want to do is I want to just sit and I want to watch Christmas films and I want to eat. Fine. So what? You may have to compensate that with the first tip of increasing basal. Do you know what I mean? And a bit more extended bolus and stuff like that. But if that's what's going to chill you out and bring you into the new year refreshed and fucking ready to dominate your diabetes again, go for it if that's your thing. Yeah, if you do love going on a walk like me, then go for that as well. But I will close with this, team, and it's exactly what I said at the start. The main thing is enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy your Christmas. We have to be that switched on with our diabetes, and it takes up that much mental energy the rest of the year. Let Christmas be that time where you just go through the motions, if you like. This is what I said to my clients, this is what I do. Yeah, I get away with it because my decisions are autonomic and I've run these tests and that. Some of my most successful clients do, but like the guys that have just come into my program that haven't got like the knowledge or the training yet. So I'm saying to them, go through, do what you think is correct. As long as it's not causing you to go dangerously high or low. So what? Come out the back end of Christmas, there, crack on again. Yeah. That is the main thing. I want you to remember that. Get into the new year, excuse me, and look back and be like, I had such a great time. I fucking love Christmas. And now I'm ready to dominate my diabetes. Don't come into the new year and be like, oh, yeah, my bloods were in range. Think about this. Yeah, my bloods were in range, but I had a shit Christmas and all I thought about was diabetes. You don't want that at the end of the day. You don't want that, right? So, team, I'm going to end it out there. Not a super long one, this, but I do want to say, because this will probably be the last podcast of the year, I want to say a very Merry Christmas to every single one of you guys. And I want to thank, excuse me, a little bit of a tickly cough still. It's getting over a cold still. So I want to thank you guys who watch these lives, you guys who listen to the podcast, listen to the show. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for all of your support throughout this year. Because honestly, as much as I like to support you guys support me. When I'm having a shit time, when I'm sat there thinking, I can't really bother doing this, can't really bother showing up or doing an episode, I think about some of the comments and the feedbacks that I get from you guys, and that really drives me. So I want to say a huge, huge thank you for listening, for watching, for all your comments, for your support over this year. And I hope myself and you guys, we can come into 2022 strong as fuck, kicking diabetes in the balls, like I like to say, and living the healthiest life possible as Tartan Diabetics. But the main thing is, enjoy your Christmas. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Make sure you enjoy it and also have an amazing new year, team. That is it. Thank you very much for listening. Until the next episode, which will probably be in the new year. Peace. Right, guys, I'm going to stay on, excuse me, for a minute. I'll just have a look if we've got any questions or a quick look through on Facebook. I don't think there's anything yet. Nothing on YouTube. A quick look on Instagram. Let me see if you jumped on. Hey to everyone saying hey. Where are we? A few emojis. Thank you. Dave, happy holidays, mate. I was in Toronto. Merry Christmas. From your buddy across the pond in Texas. Merry Christmas, bro. I hope you have a mega one. Thank you. Still in honeymoon, so we'll keep within range and walk. Love that. Yes, walking. Cheers, Debs. Happy Christmas to you too. Right, team, I'm going to jump off. Thank you very much, like I say, for all the support, watching these lives, commenting, getting involved, because I really do appreciate you guys. I'm looking forward to 2022. So Love you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I hope you and your families all have an amazing Christmas. And just remember what I did say. Fucking enjoy it. Don't let diabetes get the better of you over Christmas. It's always a new year for that. Enjoy it. That's it, team. Have a great one. Peace.